There is a lot to discuss in this episode, including Bitcoin, the U.S. Strategic Reserve, and why this would cause the price of Bitcoin to soar. This leads us to Eric Trump's tweet regarding Bitcoin. Next, we will briefly discuss Tether and the recent remarks made by JP Morgan. The XRP ETF Grayscale is the major announcement that everyone has been anticipating today. People, what is the true meaning of it? After that, we'll go right into the XRP price chart. What you observe in the front will appeal to you. I'll give you a heads up now, but to let you know where this is headed, we'll examine the 4-hour and the daily. Without further ado, take a seat back, unwind, and let's get started. Right now, Bitcoin is down $95,871, 32% during the previous day. As of right now, Ethereum is up 1% at $2,654, and USDT and USDC are both up 99 cents relative to XRP, 0.81% and nearly 200% over the previous 3 months, with a mean lean of $2.44. Like Bitcoin, it is still trading sideways and in Chop City, but may a breakout be imminent? Extremely low volume at the moment. But what do you know? Do you want to discuss getting in early, securing a spot on the first floor, taking a small risk, and hoping to win the lottery? What you're looking at is this. What you're going to do is this. It's superior to meme coins, which, as we all know, will eventually become obsolete. This has utilities, just around $30 million. That's right, millions with an M. In use. The first game is available, and the token will be fully incorporated into this site for betting after the body ends in a month. Loot boxes will be available for purchase. In-game, you will be able to mint your cards. Take a look at this. All of this is based on NFT. All of your cards belong to you. You engage in combat with other players or opponents. You assault them. Your goal is to eliminate their health. In-game money is awarded to the winner. Listen up, people. I've enlisted 2 of the world's top advisors, who have many excellent connections, to help me construct something significant. I'm alerting you. Release this, Tony. I recognize this man, Jekka Andre. I estimate he has 2 million subscribers. He allegedly shit-talked about XRP a few years ago. He's coming out again now, claiming that he might reach $100. Either he wanted some ad money or his YouTube views were dwindling. I'm not sure. I had never heard of him. All I'm doing is reporting the news. However, they keep returning to XRP, as we have stated, and will continue to repeat. They depart from XRP. They talk trash about XRP. They declare that they will never again discuss XRP. They then begin to see all of this information in everything that we, the XRP and Ripple community, news enthusiasts, connectors, and researchers do. Official sources including the White House, banks, and Ripple then begin to announce this. And they always return to the person who was selected. For this reason, Bitcoin reserves held by U.S. states may cause the price of the cryptocurrency to rise. It claims that some states have tried to build their own Bitcoin reserves ever since President Trump originally pledged to establish a U.S. Bitcoin reserve. Matthew Siegel evaluated these bids in search of any explicit purchase commitment. He discovered them and concluded that they might actually affect the price of Bitcoin. We examined 20 state-level Bitcoin reserve bills, he claims. They might encourage $23 billion to purchase Bitcoin if they are passed, $23 billion, or 247,000 Bitcoin, people. This amount is unrelated to any pension fund contributions that might increase if lawmakers take action. Do you know what $23 billion would accomplish? Since it would be purchased over the counter, forget about the money. However, are you aware of the impending shortage of supplies for Bitcoin? The counter is already drying up. Bitcoin was just about 100, I believe. I can't remember the numbers. There were still about 100,000 Bitcoin available for in-person transactions. There won't be enough Bitcoin available for purchase over the counter if all of these states chose to do so, and BlackRock and Fidelity were still going after all of these big institutional corporations. Keep in mind that mining only produces a certain amount of Bitcoin. It takes time. The difficulty of obtaining Bitcoin increases every 4 years when the halving occurs. What would happen, then, if Bitcoin stopped being available over the counter? It's time to raise the price, then. There is a scarcity. Price increases occur when there is a shortage, such as the current shortage of eggs. What future developments do you anticipate for Bitcoin? In addition to that, the price will increase. Just last week, Eric Trump said, "It seems like a great time to enter into Bitcoin." That's intriguing. That's what Eric Trump is discussing. It appears that now is an excellent moment to invest in Bitcoin. See what's happening here. Do you genuinely believe that the price will remain in this range indefinitely? Not for as long as they can. They are holding it sideways and causing it to chop. This is the Bitcoin daily chart as of right now. Let me tell you, this does not appear to be really bad. We attempted to obtain 2 closes above the 8 EMA on Monday, the 10th, and Tuesday, the 11th. The red didn't work for us. We have one. After that, we returned to Wednesday. Above, we got the close. Today is the day that we want to close this body above the green line, roughly 90 to 97K. We've lost roughly $1,000. Our next goal would be for the 8 EMA to flip the 21, which is your purple line around 9, since that would indicate that we have 2 closes above the 8 EMA. We also surpass the 50 if that occurs, and Bitcoin is ready to go. There will be a breakout. This is the end of the Chop City sideways range. After that, we discussed this. Everyone believes that XRP is having a big day today. You know what, though? Though I don't believe it is, I don't want to be that guy. Everyone believes that the approval of an ETF is imminent. A lot of information claiming that today is the day the ETF is approved is circulating on social media and Twitter. Sadly, based on my study, that isn't the situation right now. What's going on? It's really easy. Grayscale is submitting an XRP ETF application. Thus, they are using their draft and proposal. They are transferring it to the SEC. Here you go, they say. Our application for an XRP ETF is now formally complete. Kindly check this and inform us if it is accepted or not. Therefore, the SEC will only admit that Grayscale has entered the race and that they would want to see an XRP ETF as well. Folks, the SEC now has up to 240 days. About 8 months have passed. Thus, it will take roughly 8 months to decide whether to accept or reject the ETF. I have never witnessed the SEC approve an ETF and cryptocurrency on the same day. Never. To get the first ETF approved, Bitcoin had to go through nearly 4 years of approvals and rejections before recovering. We are aware of what transpires following the approval of the first ETF. The reason the other ETFs come in so quickly is that they all replicate the actions of the first ETF. After they made the change and added their business, the snowball effect started. Getting the first is crucial. The others will come naturally after you have the first. As Brad Garlinghouse once stated, all subsequent banks will arrive far more quickly following the initial bank. However, obtaining the first one is the most difficult aspect. The ETF will experience the same situation. With everyone watching, let's just make sure Grayscale files today before setting the timer. Of course, 240 days isn't necessary. I believe it will happen much sooner rather than later. The ETF should be available in Q2 of this year, in my opinion. However, take note of today's news headlines. We should focus on the chart. This is your chart for XRP. This will be discussed at the start of the second video. We want to get the closure up here one day. We demonstrated the 4-hour on the live stream last night. 4 hours seems ideal. 4 hours looks fantastic. This is your candle for Thursday. Just a little bit above. Excuse me, everything is fine here. We're finally receiving the resolution. Above, we obtained the red candle body. The 4 of the 21 and the 50 are below us. On the 4-hour chart, this tells us that we are bullish in the short, mid, and long terms. Flipping over this every day is now the main focus, and it could begin today.